Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin. So we got so many packs. Shout out to everyone in this video. I'm gonna say their names one by one, but I really do appreciate you guys. Josiah, you the man, bro. Thank you so much, Josiah. So what we're gonna be talking about today is something completely different. Last time we did a Q&A. Sometimes we talk about the players or the packs we pull. Today, a lot of questions are always about what players do I, what is that thing called? Do I meet? Because I usually meet a lot of NBA players. I met a lot of them. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about all of them, right? I'm going to just be grinding, opening these as fast as I can. I'm literally going to spam the X button. Otherwise, there's no way I can show you guys why. We got back-to-back Ruby players. That is insane. I know he don't go for anything. I'm pretty positive. That's why I'm quick selling. Pretty sure he doesn't go for anything. But all right, so we're not going to be talking about these packs. Hopefully we could pull some good pulls no matter whose account we're on. What we're going to be talking about is something very, very simple, and that is first player I met, second, third, some of the cool players I met, all that good stuff. So when I was younger, first basketball player I ever met was Marshon Brooks. My sister's basketball team was playing at the Nets arena. They were playing right after the Nets, and I was just standing there. We got like front row seats type thing, so we went down after the game was over and we were about to play, so we got to go on the court and stuff. And while that was happening, right out the tunnel, I see Marshon Brooks, who was one of my favorite players already. He was a young guy. You guys probably don't know about him because he didn't play that long in the league, but he was from Providence. He had a really good college career, more or less. He made the league, and I really liked him. I thought he was promising, all that good stuff, but for some reason the Nets didn't think so, traded and all this other stuff. He got bounced around. So when I went down there, I told my dad to come and take a picture, and for some reason we didn't really have a camera or something, because it was also like a long time ago. So we had like a video recorder. I'm sorry, I gotta keep opening these as fast as possible. We had one of those video recorders, so he took a video, bro. Instead of, you could have taken a picture on there, but he decided not to and took a video. So it really didn't even come out good. Like, I don't even have proof of that. But I didn't have anything for him to sign either at the time, because I only had like I think it was like, I don't remember whose jersey it was, but I had somebody's jersey. I think it was D Will at the time. And so basically I gave him the scorer's sheet thingy, you know, the booklets they give you when you walk in, and he signed that for me. I still have that till this day. That was the first autograph of an NBA player. Fast forward a couple years, I went and I met Devin Booker at the NBA store. This was way before I ever worked at the NBA store, before I worked for the league. So I found out, so Devin Booker was one of my favorite players out of college, and it was like basically his rookie year or something. Like, no, I think his rookie year. Yeah, it was still his rookie year, because no one even knew who Devin Booker was. I went in there, and what happened is, first of all, I left my house kind of late, because that's when I found out, like, he did not publish it anywhere. They didn't publish it anywhere. No one knew anything about this. I literally was stalking him on Twitter. That's literally what happened, all right? Basically, I was a little younger for sure. Not that much younger. But anyway, so basically what happened was I rushed as fast as I can, because I live pretty far from there. I live like a good hour and a half, 2 hours. I took the car and I went to the bus stop, and I got a ticket on my way to the bus stop, so I paid $50. Second, I get on the bus and I made it, and he is late. So he's supposed to be there at a certain time, and he wasn't there at that time. So basically what happened was, he was doing some charity event. He went and he was there a little late. He was doing like a little shopping spree with them, but I got to meet him. I got a picture and I got his autograph on a basketball. They didn't have his jersey there. No one at the store knew who I was talking about, bro. I kept going. I was like, do you guys have a Devin Booker jersey? They were like, who is that? I was like, do you guys have a Devin Booker jersey? I'm asking mad people, and no one knew who I was talking about. Anyway, so what happened is, I ended up like really loving the store. I thought it was beautiful. It was one of my favorite places I've ever been to. If you've ever been to the New York City NBA store, you know what I'm talking about. If you've never been there, it used to be the only one in the world at that time, and it was just beautiful. It was amazing. I've been to the older ones, I just never been to that one. So when I seen like the upgraded, better version of it, I was like, wow, this place is amazing. So fast forward a couple year maybe or so, I see that they're hiring, right? And I already had, like, I was in college, I was doing an internship for some engineering company, and I was like, I guess it doesn't hurt if I go. They had open interviews, so anyone could go and walk in basically. So what ended up happening is, I go, I see literally over 100 people. I was there first, actually. I was there with like 13, 15 people max at the door. We were there like early. Then later on, I promise you, like, there was at least 200 people at that interview. We got a diamond. Let's go, baby. I was gonna say we haven't pulled anything. I don't know how many we went through so far, but this is our first pull. We'll take it. So not getting off the story, we're gonna keep talking about the story. Shout out to Larry Hughes. So I ended up staying. Basically, they did some Q&As at first. Not Q&As, I lied. They were doing some trivia, right? They did some trivia. and I was nasty with it, like straight up nasty, bro. I knew everything about everything because I love basketball, man. That's all I watch, that's all I read about, watch YouTube videos, all that. So I knew everything they were asking about, bro. They were asking questions that no one knew anything about. Like, if I ask you these questions, you guys would know. So it's kind of like weird to me, like literally simple questions. I'll like tell you guys some of them. They were like, what is the like championship trophy named after? So you just be like Larry O'Brien. They asked who the finals MVP trophy was named after. You just say Bill Russell, you know, little things like that. The hardest question they asked, I think anyone at the time, like one of the harder ones, the ones that I would have like not knew, because they were asking like each person individually and you could hear what the questions were. Actually, I don't even remember the question. I'm not even gonna tell you. I don't remember it, but that one, like I had like 2 different names in mind, and it was one of them but not the one that I thought originally, so it was like something like that. But all the questions were easy. They asked me what year like the dream team was, what city, stuff like that, like literally stuff you might not know, but like if you watch basketball you do. So anyway, fast forward, they ended up calling me back and they were like, we'd like for you to come to orientation, all this stuff. And I was like, sure. So what happened is they had like 4 different interview days. They told us they interviewed over 500 people, and they hired about, it was like right before Black Friday and Christmas and all that. So they ended up hiring a good amount of us. I would say they hired at least 30, 40 of us. It was seasonal. They told us it was seasonal off rip. But what ended up happening is I worked so hard there. I really loved it there. I worked so hard that they ended up keeping me. So I ended up staying there for a long time after, but I'll talk to you guys about that later. We ended up getting like promoted and all this other stuff. But basically what had happened was when I started working there, a little later, beautiful story, beautiful segue right here. What ended up happening is they sell like memorabilia there. So I remember when I was there, I seen them bring out a signed Allen Iverson thing. And as soon as they like were bringing that out, I was like, yo, can I please have that? Like, can I buy it? And they were like, yeah, you want it? I was like, yeah, please. So it was a signed AI thing. I'll show it to you guys when I do my room tour. But I was like, I want that. It was 1 of 30. Like, it was number 5 of 30, I'm pretty sure. And I was like, I need that. Like, that piece needs to be in my house. Allen Iverson was my second favorite player growing up. And I was like, I need that. So I ended up buying it. Fast forward a little later, I end up meeting Allen Iverson there. He ends up pulling up. They doing an event. And he was only allowed to meet 50 people. I paid the fee. It was a big fee to meet Allen Iverson. I thought it was worth it, and I ended up doing it so I could meet him. I got to talk to him for a little bit. I was starstruck. That was the first moment of my life I was starstruck, like completely starstruck, man. The place was crazy. That was the craziest I've ever seen that place in my life, like ever, right? Bro, this Jeff Green just keeps popping. That's how I know he's not going for anything. I should have probably saved a couple, just because you never know, but yo, that's wild. All right, so other players we've met, we'll just go through random stories, I guess, not in order. We'll just go through random stories. So Jeremy Lin, he came there for Chinese New Year. He was doing an event there, and he was supposed to meet 50 people, all right? You're supposed to meet 50 people only. You had to be one of the first 50. You had to have like an autograph pass. There was a good 200 plus people there. He was only supposed to be there for an hour. And tell me how this man decides to stay extra. There was so many people like asking him, please, I want your, like, we want to meet you, we want your autograph, this and that. And then he basically was all like, I'm staying. He didn't get paid for it, and he sat there for an extra hour and a half signing stuff he didn't have to sign, stuff that wasn't on his contract, stuff he didn't sign up for. So shout out to Jeremy Lin. He was like, after that I was like, bro, this dude is so cool, like legit. He signed my Knicks jersey and my Nets jersey, so I got both of those signed that day. I met, let's see, Brandon Ingram I met a little while also. That was crazy. Whenever a Laker player goes there, it gets really crazy. So Brandon Ingram was there. Kuzma went there twice. Kuzma gets crazy too. Legit, the Ingram line was the longest line I've ever seen. I think it was 3 floors long, like legitimately. We'll go ahead and talk about how Ray Allen went there once for a book signing. He put me on his Instagram story type thing. It was pretty dope. He signed my books. He signed something else like my jersey. They didn't let him sign this picture I had, which I really wanted signed, and I really was like upset that it didn't get signed. But sometimes they don't let like everything get signed there and stuff, so it is what it is. I met Dikembe Mutombo randomly, like kind of just came in one day, and I got his jersey and got it autographed. Man, that was so cool. That day I was going to meet Ernie Johnson. If you guys don't know, Ernie Johnson, one of my favorite people, because like I always wanted to be like an analyst, one of those people on like ESPN, TNT, any of that, and he just looked like a genuine guy. So I was the first person there to meet him. I dressed up in a suit. I was legitimately there in a suit, bro, and I like wore a bow tie because he always wears bow ties. And basically he talked to me for a good 5 minutes, and usually they don't do that at all. He introduced me to his son. I told him like what I thought about him, and basically we were just going like back and forth. He signed my book. He signed a book for one of my friends as well. And basically, so I was the first person to meet him. There was a line. He meets everyone else, and I promise you, over an hour and a half later, no lie to you, he comes up to me and he says, "It was nice to meet you," and he says my first name, bro. Tell me how this man, I'm keeping this one. Tell me how this man remembered my first name, bro. After all that time, he did interviews, he met people, he signed books, writing people's names, still remembered my name over an hour later, after me just saying it one time. Isn't that insane to you? Like, that was so surreal. I knew he was a genuine dude off that, just off rip, you could just tell. And it was just one of those things that like made no sense. All right, fast forward. I don't know, like I'm all over the place in order. Like this is not in order at all. I will link some vlogs so you guys could watch some of these moments yourself. There's definitely vlogs down there where you can see this stuff take place. I tried my best to record a lot of it, a lot of moments that happened. One day, Rudy Gobert, shout out to Rudy who locked down the league this year. I hope he's doing good. I know a lot of people show like a lot of hate towards him. I think he made the world a safer place because he made it something that was known, because otherwise, honestly, no one took this thing seriously. So it's not his fault. Obviously he could have been more careful, and I'm getting off track, but like I just mean it the way I see it. Like he could have been more careful, but him doing that honestly locked down the league. It was careless, it was all this stuff, but at the same time, at the moment, no one was taking it seriously, so don't blame him for it. So Rudy Gobert was there, and Kemba Walker. Rudy was mad cool, Rudy was chill, and Kemba Walker was chill, man. Kemba actually made me an outro. I asked him for it and he gave it to me. So like basically he's the only player I ever asked for some reason. I don't know why, but he is literally the only player I ever asked. He was cool with that. JaVale McGee I met. JaVale was really cool too. JaVale was legit. He's mad funny. Like not really, like you can't really tell sometimes with some players. Like I met Joel Embiid there, and you couldn't really tell he was funny. Like we didn't have that moment, you know, but Joel makes me look like an infant. Bro, JaVale McGee made me look like an infant. There's so many players. I post these like pictures on Instagram or whatever. Sometimes I didn't even post a lot of pictures. I used to post them like out of order and all that stuff. But sometimes I'll post a picture and people were like, bro, how tall are you? Like, if you don't know that these players are 7 feet tall, like Joel is legit like 7'5". That's how he feels. Like he's a legit 7-footer. Sometimes they'll tell you this player is 7 foot and like you would think so, but like no, this dude really was. All right, well, like let's just go out of place now. The guys that I didn't meet there, just because there's so many better stories of players I didn't meet at the NBA store, like just through myself. I met Anthony Davis. I got to play Papa Shot with him. That was really dope. So basically it was like shoot 3 shots with AD and see how many you could hit. So I was just trying to talk to him. Honestly, I didn't really care about that. So I got to shoot first. I missed my first shot because I don't know how, like it's my first time shooting on this thing, and I make my next 2. So now it's his turn, and he's been warming up. He's been playing mad people. So he hits his first 2. He's about to shoot his 3rd, and I tell him, yo, I'm like, bro, don't look. I was like, look at me while you shoot it. And he looks at me, he shoots it, and he misses. And then he's like, he wants to keep going, but they're like, you only shooting 3. So like, not really. They didn't even say anything, honestly, but I know like how it works at events and stuff. So I was like, all right, he's only shooting 3. Let me get out of here. Let me hop out type thing. So that's what happened there. But that was cool, bro. That was like legitimately really, really cool. I thought that was dope. He was mad nice. He ended up signing a jacket that I bought that was his jacket. He made me look like an infant too. I don't want to talk about it. Now, we'll fast forward. Keep saying fast forward, bro. I'm just jumping at this point. I'm just jumping around everywhere. And I just flew through over 100 of these. Like legitimately just flew 100. Didn't get a single pink diamond. Just a bunch of rubies. We got 2 diamonds. And that's just terrible, man. Last one right here on Josiah's account. Shout out to Josiah once again. We'll go ahead and talk about when I go to like lotteries. I was allowed to go to a couple lotteries in my life. I met some cool people there. I guess we'll hop on a different account and then we'll continue there. So let's go ahead and do so. Shout out to Justice Winslow. I also met Justice Winslow. Shout out to Justice Winslow. He was mad cool too, bro. All right, we're back. So those were so bad that I'm not even going to continue this for much longer, honestly. I thought I was going to open a bunch of these. Like I had so many accounts lined up. I'm not even going to do that to y'all. So what we're going to do, if you guys want more of this, let me know. But otherwise, I think I'm done. What I'm going to do is just talk about some big stories a lot of people ask about. So I always tell people Jason Tatum I had a bad encounter with him. I had a bad interaction. So when I went to the lottery, I went to the lottery 2 years in a row. So if you guys don't know what the lottery is, it's right before the draft. It's basically when teams find out their order. A lot of players go there, the ones that are expected to be lottery picks. So I meet a lot of guys there. I met Markel there. I met Jason Tatum or whatever. Like, you know, I met all these great guys throughout the years, bro. You meet Buddy Hield. Like, literally, the list goes on, man. So what happens is all the guys I meet there, I never ask them for an autograph. The only person I ever asked for an autograph, well, actually, I asked Buddy Hield for one. He signed my thing. I asked De'Aaron Fox for one. De'Aaron is probably one of the coolest dudes I've ever met in my life. I'm just gonna be straight up. He's probably one of the coolest. I had a long conversation with him about everything, bro. Like video games, just life, bro. We were just talking, and he was gonna sign something for me. But what ended up happening is, like the people there, like security wise, they were like, nah, he can't sign it here. He has to go like somewhere else. He's not allowed to, this and that. So I told them like, it's cool, bro. Like, cause they told him to go outside, and there was mad people outside. And I told them, bro, it's cool. Like, this is better to me. I'm glad. Usually all I want is a picture. Whenever I meet anyone, I'm like, bro, I just want to pick with you. Like, you know, so like 10, 30 years from now, they're like, yo, look who I took a picture with. This guy is in that like Hall of Fame now. This guy won a championship. I met him back then. Like, I've been a fan type thing. But so what happened is, so Jason Tatum, I see him coming down, and I woke up to him. I didn't even run up to him, nothing. And I promise you, all I said was, hey, Jason, I'm a big fan. Can I please get a picture with you? Now, keep in mind, he's not in the NBA yet. Not in the NBA at all. Now, what I want to say is, my experience does not mean this is how the person is. I know a lot of people met him and had good experiences. I know a lot of us as humans have bad experiences in life where basically maybe he's just having a bad day. Who knows? Literally, who knows? So what ends up happening is he looks straight at me and he goes, no. Legitimately just goes, no. So I'm like, okay. So that's happened to me before, right? But usually what happens is, if you're like big time, I'm talking big time. So like Magic, for example, Magic Johnson was really busy. He looked busy. He just walked right past me. He didn't really say anything. So if you're like real big time, I understand if you walk past me. I won't even be hurt, bro. Alonzo Mourning walked right past me. He was busy. I didn't even like have nothing to say, bro. Like, it was cool, bro. Like, you gotta go, you gotta go. It is what it is. You in a bad mood, you in a bad mood. You know, I can't say nothing about that. We all in bad moods. Sometimes I don't want to talk to somebody. It is what it is. But he looked at me, said no, and the part that bothers me out of everything is he stood there for a good 5 minutes. And I'm talking about like 10, 15 feet away from me. He did not move. He was literally right next to me for a good 5, 10 minutes. Nah, it was like 5 minutes. I'm not going to drag it and say it was 10 minutes. It was 5 minutes just standing next to me. I wish like I won't say that confidence, but I wish I just recorded him and been like, yo, Tatum, can I please get a pic or something like, or be like, yo, Tatum don't want to take a picture with me. Something like that. I could have done something like that, but I'm not that type of person. But like, I do wish like I tried a little harder. There's guys like Markel didn't look like he really wanted to take a picture with me, but he stopped and he was like, yeah, I got you. Like, he didn't really say anything at all, honestly. He just stopped, took a picture with me, and that's it. And kept it pushing, because I didn't ask you for an autograph, and you're not in the league. So that's my experience with him. Once again, I don't know how it is. I'm not saying nothing. I know he's a good guy. A lot of people say that. He's a great talent. I never wish anything ill on him at all. All I'm going to say is, a little later, his mom came down and all that, and then he left. So he was waiting for him. So the fact that he was just sitting there texting on his phone or scrolling through some social media, whatever he was doing, and didn't want to take literally 10 seconds to take a picture with me, kind of just like, it rubbed me the wrong way, bro. That's all I'm going to say. Now, other dudes I met there, like I said, a Buddy Hield was mad chill. De'Aaron was mad chill. Guys that you would never hear of, Raul Neto was mad chill when I met him. Danny Green, mad cool. Danny was pretty chill. Patty Mills, mad nice guy. So like I said, pretty much all those guys, you guys can see footage somewhere. I met all the Giannis brothers at a camp. It was literally a Greek camp, legit. And I just went there, I paid some fee, and I went in. And literally, I'm not even hopping on anyone's account. Everyone else can take care of their own accounts, bro. I'm literally thought I was going to open 1,000 of these. We did not pull a single player that was over a pink diamond. Not one. Literally not one. So I'm over it. I will see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed my little story time. If you guys want more, or you want to ask me questions and you want me to answer them that way, let me know. But I'm not even gonna bother somebody else's account, legitimately. Make sure to let me know what's good with y'all. If y'all want story times or something while we do pack openings, I could do more of these. That'll be pretty cool. But definitely not these mystery packs, bro. Maybe some promo packs. Yo, I've had no good luck in pack openings lately, man. I mean, I guess I used all of my luck on those Tracy McGrady's, but I appreciate everyone that let me on their account. Yo, shout out to Milo. Milo, thank you for letting me on your account. I'm sorry I didn't say thank you earlier, but I will see everybody later. It's been your boy Mosballin. I appreciate y'all. Subscribe if you're new, leave a like, all that good stuff. The link should be down below for any of those basically vlogs, and I'll see y'all later. It's been your boy Mosballin. Ballin' out.
Thank you for watching Mosballin.